Now, if you read the title of the video, of course, automatically you'll assume that my worst or one of my worst fears, especially like with transportation and everything, are airplanes, of course. Now, in my 20 years of living on Earth ever, bro, I just, I've only ever ridden an airplane like 4 times in total, and no, I did not like it one bit. I'm gonna be honest with you. No, it's just not for me. It's something not for me, man. Now, before I've ever even been on an airplane, first, like I've always just hated them, or like the fact that like they're so they're like such giant machines that are able to like go in the air. You know what I'm saying? And somehow they stay up there. Well, at least most of the time, because sometimes they do fail and then they end up falling and more than likely you're not going to survive that. I'm going to be honest with you. But anyways, yeah, the first time I ever went on one, I'm gonna just be honest, it was not a good experience. Mainly because, all right, so whenever I went to the actual airport, first of all, you have to wake up early, right? Because I'm like, this was an early flight, so okay, we had to wake up early. It was me and my father, right? We were going to Miami, and well, I was driving, so we got to wake up early, and then I drove there. It was like, I want to say maybe like an hour and a half to two, right? It was LAX, right? So we go to that airport, bang, we park, take our stuff, we go to the what do you call it, the terminal, whatever, and we're just waiting for the flight. Next thing you know, the flight gets delayed by like 4 hours or something. So I'm just here with like no sleep, or at least a couple minutes of sleep, like from the time I woke up to the time the plane actually takes off. Like, dude, it honestly, it's insane. I hated the fact that we had to wait 4 hours, but you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's whatever because there was some problem, so at least they got to fix the problem, right? But then I straight up raw dogged that entire 5 hour flight. I'm talking no sleep. I was just awake the entire time because in my head I was like low key kind of panicking, and I was like, nah, bro, like this ain't it for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like them at all, bro. It is just not for me. Like airplanes aren't for me. Genuinely, they aren't. So I was just awake that entire time, and well, obviously, like luckily, like when we actually got on the plane, like half the people that were supposed to be there weren't because, well, I'm assuming they left because they didn't want to wait 4 hours, right? I mean, I kind of wouldn't either, but like we had to go there because my father was working and he was like, "Hey, you want to come out?" And so that was the reason why I went with him. But yeah, yeah. So luckily, we had that whole row to ourselves. I had the window seat actually, which is pretty nice because I've never been on a plane, so I was able to like open the window or not open it, but like little thingy to it. You know what I mean? And then I got to look at the clouds a little bit and whatnot, and that's taking off and landing as well. Yeah, I got to see outside the window, but yeah, so like during basically the whole flight, that man was just sleeping. Like, honestly, I have no idea how he was doing that. But like, yeah, he was just sleeping. He was chilling. Me, no, I was straight up awake those full 5 hours, bro, because I was just low key like, dude, I don't know, I don't know. I'm like I'm acting like as if I could do something if something's going wrong with the plane, because ultimately if something happens with the plane and it starts going down, what am I supposed to do? I'm just gonna have to be there and be like, well, this is it, man, because I don't have no parachute to jump out the plane and pull it up, or I'm not about to go in the cockpit and start flying it myself. Like, no, this ain't no video game. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna be able to do that. But like, still in my head, I'm just like, no, like if it happens, it happens. I'm gonna stay awake though. I'm not just gonna fall asleep. And if it does happen, like no, that's not what's gonna happen. But anyways, yeah, the first flight, it was just delayed. So honestly, that was kind of annoying. But other than that, it was like a pretty smooth flight. It was honestly really smooth. It was just delayed, which was unfortunate. And then the second flight, which was back, to LAX from Miami, that one was fine. That one didn't get delayed, or did it? I don't think it did. No, I think it was on time. So it was fine. I mean, Miami was cool and all, but the flight was cool as well. It was easy. Not really any turbulence, you know what I'm saying? But then the next two flights, now here, my third flight, I went to Mexico, right? And the thing is, I didn't like take a flight in LAX, right? I kind of like went to like Tijuana, I guess, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like I went like all the way down basically to the border where like this airport is, and I crossed the border actually in the airport because I don't know if you guys have ever been there, but you oh my eye, dang, there's something in my eye, bro. But yeah, you can actually cross the border in the airport and go to like the other side, and then from there you could actually take flights, which I believe is cheaper. That's why like we did it that way. It was just me and my brother. Oh, and well, like also like my a couple of my family as well. But yeah, so we went on. I forgot what it was, well, like what air flight it was, but yeah, we were in Tijuana, I believe, or something like that, and we took a flight from there to um Durango. I don't know if you know where that is at, but it's somewhere in Mexico. So that was like 2 to 3 hours, maybe. I'm not too sure. I honestly don't remember, but that flight was like kind of chill. It wasn't too bad. I was just raw dogging that as well. Like basically all four flights, I was raw dogging it, no sleep, bro. So yeah, from especially that flight from Tijuana to Durango, I had to drive all the way to the airport actually, which was like, fam, that was like 3 hours. So I had to drive there, park. We went to the airport. We had to wait a bit. I didn't sleep at all, no sleep. And then when we were on the airplane, I didn't sleep as well because with airplanes I'm just not sleeping. Like you have to put me with sleeping pills or something in order to sleep because I'm not about to sleep by myself. No, you got me tripping. I'm not about to do that. But anyways, yeah, no sleep. 3 hours pass or something. We land. It's pretty chill. Not too bad to be honest. It's just at that point I'm tired, but I'm like, okay, it's fine, whatever. And then obviously there's like a bus that takes like 2 to 3 hours to actually get to the place that we need to get to. And on the bus, I'm not sleeping as well. I didn't sleep. My brother's over there slumped. That man is gone. He's asleep. But nah, I'm awake because I'm like, nah, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, just got to take care of us. I don't know. But yeah, I don't sleep and then whatever, blah, blah, blah. We get there and I sleep. Yeah. But, anyways, on the airplane back, dude, okay, that one was worse because I'm telling you, when, like, okay, so obviously that one got delayed too. It got delayed by like 2 hours because it was like some fog or something like that. And I was like, no, man, not again. I dealt with this one time. I don't want to deal with this again. But obviously, I had to deal with it for like 2 hours. So it wasn't too terrible. But like, at that point, I was kind of tired because we woke up, we had to take the bus again, and then, dude, oh no, actually, no, 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 my bad, my bad. I forgot we were already near the airport. We just had to take like some like taxi or something. My bad. That's on me. But yeah, I didn't want to wait 2 hours, man. But anyways, we did. We went on the airplane. It was fine. The flight was fine. But the problem was the landing, man. I'm telling you, when we started kind of descending a little bit to go lower to get ready for the actual landing, nah, man, I'm telling you that airplane started shaking crazy like this, bro. And low key, like I heard some people kind of like panic, like raising their voices, and I was like, hey, yo, like you know what I'm saying? And then even some people looked at me, they were like, what the heck is this kid on? But I was like, nah, man, I'm panicking, bro. I'm panicking because first off, I don't even like airplanes to begin with, bro. I don't like them at all. Second of all, I'm running off of like no sleep right there, bro. Like I'm mad tired, bro. I want to land already and get this over with, bro. Like I don't want to be on airplanes, bro. Please get me off the airplane. So yeah, the landing was honestly the worst thing of my life I have ever experienced, bro. Just because it is like it was such a terrible descent. Like I'm telling you, it was shaking, bro. I thought that thing was about to start going down, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I was like panicking right there, bro. But yeah, dude, honestly, I don't recommend going on airplanes. Not it's not for me. I mean, if any of you guys go on airplanes, that's honestly insane. I don't know how any of you guys would do that. The only way I would go on an airplane is if like there was something extremely important I needed to go do. Like if someone was dying and I needed to go visit them and they're like out of state or something, or like there's like a wedding or something, obviously I'll do that. But I just no, I would rather not go on an airplane, man. It is just no, it's honestly the worst type of transportation in my opinion, and definitely one of my top fears. I cannot handle it, and especially when I'm raw dogging the flights like that and I'm not sleeping, I just yeah, man, I just don't know. I just don't know. But yeah, I guess that's it, man. So see you guys in the next one.